Okay, hey, it is me, Nbtsky, on my Daily Reads channel. Now, before I get started, let me tell you something funny. Yesterday I did a reading, right? The numbers came down, and for the future, right? And I'm sitting here writing, I'm writing that's 10, so I guess I was just a day ahead and a couple of years ahead, right? So anyway, all is well. The energy still remained in Pluto, regardless. It was still dominated by Pluto, regardless. But yesterday's future number was supposed to be Pluto. But we are human and we all prone to make mistakes, so not a problem. So anyway, we're dealing with the future of 2034. Today is the 9th, right? And so we're dealing with the wood snake in the Chinese system. We're dealing with the wood snake. And as you see, that year breaks down into 10, the sun, the Leo. And it's a nice little bit of Leo energy in the situation today. So when you're dealing with the wood snake, you're dealing with clever, opportunistic, excuse me, reflective, and people that has this overwhelming desire to help others, right? The element wood, so it's still growth, hope, creativity, and it's still associated with the planet Jupiter. Outside of that, we have this Leo energy here. So we're talking about what, July 22nd to August 22nd kind of energy. And yes, this is this is still in Capricorn. So if you have, we all have the sun energy in our charts regardless. The overall energy for today is Pluto. So Pluto is still a dominant energy, and for the month is still the sun, right? So let's look at what the cards is going to talk about for the sun today. Alright, so I'm using this not as tarot but as a oracle today. So awaiting results. So patience will probably need to will be required in 2035 for this Leo energy, right? Put in your work right now and you'll see results in that time frame, around that time frame. Put in positive energy work, keep building, keep growing, stay patient. Now let me look at what's going on with the sun. I think I'm gonna just throw these down regardless. Release. So find clarity today and be comfortable with releasing yourself from things that's not for you, that stress you, that aggravate you, that's not helping you build. Have no problem with it. Don't stress about nothing. There's no reason for it. Period. Don't be forced into releases. If people see things from a different perspective, you release yourself from what you want to be released from. If people choose to release you, then release them back. Keep it in balance. Pluto energy. Heal. So when we're talking about this Pluto energy, and today's energy is about healing, reflecting, and whether that's some self-reflection and healing, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, the way you think, however that goes. So we're gonna look into it a little bit further. Alrighty, so let's see the details on what today's combination of numbers in this month brings. The energy is gonna always change, even though the sun is saying, right? So we got this Page of Pentacles. There's really no time involved. This is an earth energy. Don't be reckless with your money, of course. Don't hoard either. And kind of be a little bit enthusiastic about building and creating, and don't be over emotionally attached to materials either. Balance. And a Knight of Cups. So we're talking about water energy when we're talking about the Knights, right? So let's give you some dates for the Knights of Cups. So we're talking about the Knight of Cups. We're talking about Pisces energy, February 19th to March 20. When you're talking about the Two of Pentacles, you're talking about Capricorn energy, December 22nd to the 30th. So try to find balance. You might be dealing with two individuals, two young energies throughout this month, or two children, two different, children from two different areas, whatever the case may be. One may be the earthy energy, one might be a little bit emotional. You might have to balance that out. This also could be excuse me, this also could represent yourself. You know, we all have a younger vibe to ourselves. So it could be our younger aspects. Find balance between your physical and your emotional. So let's look into the high frequency, which is 11 and 2. This is a discussion of the moon energy. When you're dealing with the moon, you're dealing with Cancer energy. So that would be like June 21st to July 21st. Excuse me. Anyway, so let's look at this high frequency for today. And if you're looking at the majors, even though I'm probably not throwing it down, this would be like High Priestess energy. Just super tapped in spiritually. Alright, so we have the Ten of Swords, we have Judgment, and we have Justice. Alright, listen. So, when we're dealing with the Ten of Swords, right? You're dealing with Virgo energy, September 12th to the 22nd. If you're dealing with the major arcana of Judgment, you're dealing with, let me see the birthdays here. Fire energy, so there's no timing associated with it. And then you're dealing with Justice. You're dealing with Libra energy from September 23rd to October 22nd. Alright, so first off, people may be surrounded by situations where people are being stabbed in their back, or they just feeling like everything is a fail. This might be the high energy today. All can be resurrected, all can grow, all can be built upon, right? Outside of this, you know, we have Justice. So there may be people that's passing judgment off of past situations, past issues, whether, you know, however that may go. And they may be wielding the sword out of balance. If you notice, Justice comes at the end of this line in the high frequency over here near this overall energy. You see the scales there, which still represents the Libra energy, but it's a discussion of heal to get the balance. Wielding the sword, passing judgment, and all this other shenanigans, trying to end something, the way a person thinks, the way a person communicates, stabbing people in the back, wanting people to fail. That's not it. That's not the energy you want to be on. So you want to try to stay on a positive note. If you feel yourself being dragged into that kind of vibration, that's not what you want at the end of the day. That's just not what you want to do. That's not the vibe nobody should want to be in. So now the medium vibration is the sun. It's bringing down the King of Cups. This is a water fire energy, depending on how you look at the system, but primarily Scorpio, so October 23rd to November 22nd. This is a masculine energy. You want to kind of, if you are a male or female that's, you know, tapped into your little masculine energy, this is the energy that's very stable, very together, but can be very emotional and kind of cloak it. Still very creative. Can be a little bit chubby when you're talking about the build of the individual, but they kind of have a stable, firm foundation on how they feel about things, and they get emotional if you shake them up a little bit. So when you bring fire and water together, either water is going to put out fire, or fire is going to boil water. You want to kind of keep a balance. If you get it right in the middle, you're going to get a mist. It's going to be a little bit smoky and may create some confusion for you, and you don't want that. So let's see what else goes down. So we got a relationship here, partnerships. All right, so, you know, the masculine energy today can very well be in its feminine or overly emotional today when it comes to dealing with business, relationships, family, so on and so forth. Behind the scenes, you have another issue, or not another issue, but another individual. So this, when you're looking at the court cards, you're looking at individuals, and we're dealing with an earth energy. You're dealing with the Knight of Pentacles, right? That would be the Knight of Coins. And who is that? Virgo energy again, August 23rd to September 22nd. There's a facing and a need. So there's this Justice card and facing the need to heal. This could be two aspects of one person, or this could be two individuals involved. This could be a person that's, you know, we in a relationship, my emotions in a relationship, don't shake my relationship. And behind the scenes is, oh, I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to find balance. So try to stay in a high frequency. Balance out your emotions. Try to stay out of the confusion. If you focused on your relationships, whether it's a personal relationship, you know, friendships, things that you're emotionally attached to, cool. You know, if it needs to be resurrected, and if you pay attention to how this is going, Where's mine? Let me use it. If you pay attention to how these cards are setting out, you see that in Judgment that the wings is up. You see here that the wings is up. So if you feel like you have a blessed union, then have a blessed union, and nothing should distract it. In this, if you feel like, behind the scenes there's something else going on, stay focused on the situation at hand. It will blend itself back out, and there's always going to still be room for healing. Now, when we get back into this Pluto down here in the low vibration, which we're staying out of, right? Let's see what it's talking about. The Hermit, the Magician, the Ace of Swords. All right, so listen. In this low vibration, the Hermit doesn't really get to travel and seek, or they overindulge. With the Magician is manipulation, and when you get the Ace of Swords, that's the gift of communication, the gift of thought, the gift of speech, right? In the lower vibration, these tools are used incorrectly. So the object is fall back, go on your journey, follow your light follow the star to the right position in your reality. You want to stay in the higher frequency. If you have access to all of the tools that you need to create, you do not want to use it to manipulate, but you want to use it to communicate, build, and respect your infinite power, especially when it comes to thought and the way you speak. And this also can be in reference to contracts, paperwork, stuff like that. When we are communicating, just make sure that's not manipulation. Now, you see that in the Magician, if you pay attention, the hand is down low towards the earth. So the way I view it is a discussion of building upon your thought, your speech, your communication, so on and so forth. And as you see, the Magician is in a higher, with the wand, right? Near the Hermit. Stay in a higher energy of the Hermit. If you sitting in, you falling back, you going on your little journey, whatever the journey may be, stay in the highest vibration of it. The transition is to gain the knowledge, be able to use the knowledge, be able to communicate the knowledge and share the knowledge in a way, the information, knowledge, whatever it may be, whether it's work, school, creative projects, whatever, and be able to share it in a way that's not, that won't create conflict. And guess what? In some cases, there's nothing you can do about it. There's people that just like conflict. And so, that's just how it is. They're going to see things how they see things. But don't let that stop you from manifesting in a high vibration, whether that's your relationships, whether that's you reestablishing something in your life, whether that's creating and building money and, learning how to spend it and this, that, and the third, dealing with balance and fairness, whether you done went through all hell and high water today or this month, regardless, keeping your emotions balanced. And when they not balanced, just chilling out, relaxing. So let's see, what's the healing card talking about? So today it's talking about resting. It's talking about resting, meditation. Sometimes this card can speak of illness. It can speak of feeling like, I'm resting, but I still have to keep my sword next to me. I still have to stay protected. Now, after that, you see, we have this, the Eight of Coins, right? This is about work, study, a repetitive. Don't be repetitive. Don't run from things repetitively. If you see this Six of Swords here, it's going, and I'm going to give you the birthdays associated with them also. The Aces is associated with all the air signs, so you don't have to worry about it. But just to be fair, let me give you the Hermit. So everybody can have, that's Virgo energy, right? August 23rd to September 22nd. And then you have the Magician, which is a fast energy. It does not have a particular birth sign associated with it. So let's get to this. Rest, be easy. Sometimes it speaks of illness. Sometimes it speaks of, meditation. Still kind of feeling like you have to defend yourself even in that. Working hard, but not being repetitive. Working to get results, to master your situation. Even if it comes with a little bit of travel involved, don't let anybody stagnate that travel. Working on healing, right? Resting, working, moving forward, knowing that you're always going to have some type of divine assistance. There's always going to be somebody that come through and assist us regardless. So when we're talking about the four of swords, you're talking about air, not true. You're talking about Libra. and that's in October 3rd to the 12th. And then when we're talking about the Eight of Pentacles, you're talking about Virgo energy, August 23rd to September 1st. And then you talk about the Six of Swords, and you're talking about Aquarius energy, January 30th to February 8th. So, as you know, like I always tell y'all, we have all of these planets in our charts. So if you know your chart, then you'll know how these planets line up with you. At the end of the day, it's all about healing. The overall energy today for the Capricorns is about healing, resting, working, perfecting, moving forward with assistance, knowing that you're going to always have some assistance, and all the signs in between there. We'll have our experiences throughout the day. Deuces is me, Nbtsky. Deuces and smooches.